The goofy hat has made another comeback. I just came down to the river to get it wet because it's only like 80 today, but it's warm enough. So I made it back down into the confluence area. That bridge is behind me. I don't know if you can see it or not. There it is. And I don't really have a destination in mind. I kind of had an idea of where I was going to go, but it's just kind of free flow today. Just see what's not really crowded and what looks good. And so, yeah. Anyway, let me turn you around here and you can see what the confluence looks like from this angle. Usually we see it from up there. So here, hold on. It's quite lovely down here today. It's nice weather. It's not blazing hot. It's warm, but it's not blazing hot. This is Foresthill Bridge is up there, the big tall one. That right there is the new, what is it? No, that's the old Foresthill Bridge. That's the, what do they call that one? Yeah, and then that's the Highway 49 bridge, the green bridge. And then beyond that one is the Noir bridge that we did that one time. So I stepped into the river to get my hat wet and then got my feet soaked right off the bat. I didn't mean to get in there that deep, but I did, and now my feet are drenched. They're squishing in there. So it's okay, it's all good. So let's go see what we can find out. I don't know where we're going, but I should have brought lunch and just could have sat right here. Oh, you know, what I want to show you, maybe if we get over there, on the other side of the bridge, not bridge, on the other side of the water, pretty much where that lady is sitting, is some, what do you call those? Indian grinding rocks. I'll have to go over there and show them to you if I remember before I leave. Since I'm down here, I thought of this. I brought this. If you want to know about this area, about the Auburn State Recreation area in general, and all about the dam that they didn't build and just other stuff about this area, this book is wonderful. It couldn't be more highly recommended. I love it. It's written by a park ranger in this area, and all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, all the stuff, all the calls and stuff, and just different things. And one of the things that is in here is actually about this very area where we're sitting. That lady or that person that's sitting over there on that rock. Right here it says, before the gold rush, Indian trails came to the confluence from various directions, and a Nissinan village called Cholku had stood there. When miners finished with it, nothing remained of Cholku but 24 mortar holes chipped into a bedrock outcrop by the river, where the inhabitants had ground acorns into their staple meal. That bedrock that he's talking about with those holes in it is right over there. You can't see it directly from here, but it's just over there. We'll go over there and see it in a little bit. We just came from down there over that little ridge right there. I'm sparing you the walking over the cobbles thing. There's a bee that likes my hat, which is problematic when I have this bright orange hat or yellow hat on. So we're making our way back up there. Over there is the little ranger kiosk, so we're gonna go over there, and there's a couple trails behind there. We'll go see what we can find. Come on. Well, I've come to the disturbing conclusion that I can no longer wear my goofy hat in the summertime because I'm being pursued heavily by ground bees and wasps. They love my hat today, especially because my shoes were wet. I stopped to dry off my shoes a little bit, dump them out, and wring out my socks. And they were all over me, and they've been following me all over the place, all up and down the trail. So I'm probably gonna have to go back to the car and take the hat off and put it in the car. So let me show you where we're at real quick. I don't know if we'll make it to the top if these wasps keep chasing me, so come with me. Down that way is the confluence area, and just around the corner, you can't see it, is the little ranger kiosk thing. If you go down around the corner, hang a left and go down, that's the confluence area where we just were getting our feet wet. And up there is the bridge. This is Bridgeview Trail, but I don't know, like I said, if we're gonna make it to the top or not, for a couple reasons, but mainly for the freaking, go away, gosh, freaking wasps and ground bees. I might be chased out of this one today. Yeah, dang, man. Something's running down there. A little squirrely, probably. It's too small to be anything lethal. Dang, man, there's another one. They're out to get me. I don't have any more repellent, bug repellent, and so they're chasing me. Well, we're up at the top of this little ridge, well, mostly. Stop to look at the rapids down there. That's the North Fork. Over there is the Clementine Trail. Somebody's down there with their... It's either a lab or a... Looks like a lab, yellow lab. A goofy dog. Well, this trail is shady at this time of day. It's the end of September. It's about 1 or 2 in the afternoon, so use that as you will as far as shade goes. I was just watching that guy down there. He had a I thought it was a yellow lab, but when the dog stood up, he had a fluff on his tail, so it looked like a really light golden retriever. Funny dog. He had him tied up so he wouldn't get away, which was good because the dog started swimming and going downstream, but the leash caught him. Well, you know, they would call this, I think they said this was a moderate trail. You can't really tell, but it does go downhill. And it goes uphill. So they said it's moderate. But if you're out of shape because you've been sitting around getting soft, you could say moderately difficult. It's not very technical at all, and it's really wide. Look at these pretty little new trees. Aren't they cute? They've got a long ways to go, but they're so cute. We just came from right there. That's the Bridgeview Trail. If you go that way, that's Stagecoach Trail, and it goes... See the sign that says so. I'm not just making that up. On the bridge, just keep going this way. Somebody left there. A barber is coming along to cut your hair anytime now. It's tied on there for a reason. I don't know why. If anybody knows, let me know. Stagecoach Trail. Oh, look at that. I got stuff on my stick. Stagecoach Trail. We've done part of Stagecoach Trail before because it's really long. And, well, there you go. Look at that. Speaking of Stagecoach Trail, that is called Stagecoach Trail for a reason. Guess what the reason is? It's an old stagecoach trail. How would you like to be a horse in a wagon pulling up or down that hill? And it gets worse. I mean, it's not any more improved than it was in the day. So, no thank you. So there's the bridge. There's a little side trail that goes off down here. I think I saw on the map that this goes, I haven't done it, and I'm not going to do it today, but I saw on the map that this goes under the bridge, and then somewhere along the line cuts off down to Clark's Pool, which you can get to on both sides of the bridge, or the river, apparently. So we almost went down to it one time. Oh, this is a neat rock. Surprise, I'm talking about rocks again. Might not look like much to you, but I like it. I'll leave it there for somebody else to like. Okay. We are officially under the bridge again. We just came up from down there. Clementine Trail is over there with all those people on it. If you keep going that way, that's the North Fork Dam. This trail goes up there, and up there, and up there, and up there, and then over there to the bridge. We did part of it when we did I think Notes of Hope. Possibly we took a little teeny tiny little stretch. But it goes that way, that way, so I'm not doing that today. But I wanted to come over here kind of and see. I'm not going to go down this because I don't know if you can tell or not that it's steep, but I'm not going to go down there. The other day, not even a week ago, there was a news story about some dimwit kid, 2 kids actually, 17-year-olds, who decided that it would be a good idea to get under the bridge to the catwalk, which is right in the middle there. You can't, it's between the roadbed and the arches down here. There's a catwalk. Two 17-year-old kids got up there on the catwalk. One of them was recording the other one when he rappelled down and started swinging. And he got stuck. Go figure, huh? So they had to call the fire department and the cops and everything, and they came and had to rappel down to get him and, you know, cinch him back up there. They were cited for trespassing. No kidding. That tree right there has been burned up. And that one's been burned up. That one's been burned up. That one's been burned up. Sure is pretty out here. It's a little smoky though from the fires that are going on up in northwestern California and all along in Oregon and even Washington. So there's a lot of fires north of us. Not too many here right now. What I didn't point out when I was up there on that little ridge is if you just look straight across to the trees in the distance from that ridge across the canyon a little bit, that's where Canyon Rim Trail is that we did that one time. And the video was a rim with a view, and it had the helicopters that were right there taking off, the Cal Fire people. Oh, jeez. Well, that freaked me out. I saw my glasses are so old and I can't see a thing, but when I was doing this, I saw this over there. There's this right there. There's this black thing, and I turned around. I can't see what it is. I thought, oh crap, there's an animal, but it's a log, so I'm good. Whew. Yes, I'm gonna probably have to dispense with the goofy hat in some seasons, I think, because of the wasps that keep trying to get me. I just remembered why I flipped the camera around. I was gonna say something about how this is nice and shady. Shady is nice, and it's, like I said, it's not super hot today, but when it is super hot, this wouldn't be a bad trail to do because of the shade. You don't get to the river this way. You have to go down to the confluence to do that, but it's not bad. I have to say that I'm somewhat proud of me for not being overly cautious on this trail. I mean, I'm cautious, but not overly so, except there are leaves, but it's the leaves that bother me. But I'm doing okay. I'm walking like a normal person, not having a lot of excess fear that I'm going to fall. Not any more than I normally had before the fateful day of the You Deserve a Break Today trail. So, yeah, and considering, you know, everything, it's not bad. It's not bad. See if my ankle's mad at me tonight when I get home, but it's not bad. And I'm, like I said, walking like a normal person, even though my feet are soaking wet and slopping all around in there. My feet actually are sliding around in my boots because my socks are wet, and they're double layered socks, which, by the way, if you're looking for good hiking socks, I have, it's called Right Sock. It's WRIGHT, like the name, and it's a double layered sock, so you don't have to wear two pairs. It's just one pair that's got two layers on it, so your heel doesn't rub. So that's an option for you. It's a nice thing about being down in the confluence. There's a bathroom across the way, and there's a bathroom right here. They're not flushable, but they're still bathrooms. And down in this section is, if you go that way and to the left, not right there, but around the corner and to the left, is Confluence Trail. And I wanted to do Confluence Trail, but they've closed it because it's washed out. But there are a lot of picnic tables down in this area, and it's a really nice place to come and have a picnic because we've done that. Okay, so there's a picnic table there, and I want to say that there's one down there, but I don't quote me on that because it seems like there is one down there. We'll find out. And that one right there. This is the middle fork side of the river. And see the people down there walking to the section that says closed. And they've got a little dog with them, so hopefully they'll heed that warning and not go down there. Man, it smells way better than Miner's Ravine that we were on the other day. Look at this. Can you see that rock right there? How it's just like perched on top of that outcrop there. So let's go down here. I'll show you these grinding stone things. We were just up there. We're on our way down here, and it is a down. Down, down, down. Probably gonna put you away to do this. But we were over there earlier, actually right about where those people are right there, getting our feet wet accidentally. Oh yeah, that is where we were, because there's that log. So, and we'd gone up there to the foot of the bridge, and now we're back down around here, so let's go down this way. Yay me, I made it from up there all the way up there. So let's go down here. Over there, when we were sitting over there and I read you that little piece from that book that said that there was a Maidu settlement of Cholku down here. This is where part of it was anyway, well, the whole area, the whole confluence area. But this is the grinding stones, the grinding rocks. Well, the grinding rock, these are the holes that they would, that they used to grind up the acorns and stuff. Some of them are pretty deep. And they've been, these have been flooded over and softened by the water over the years, but isn't that cool? Go ahead, say it's cool. It's okay. Nobody's listening if you're even still here. We were just down there looking at the grinding rocks and came along there. Just for reference, over there on that kind of that rocky area, that's Quarry Trail. And that is Confluence Trail up there. And if you keep going down this way to the end of Confluence Trail is Mammoth Bar, where we were that one time when all the motorcycles were out. Well, that's appropriate. More trash, but it's a stinger wasp thing. And fishing line. I gotta pick that up. Hold on. So that was about it. I spent about 20 minutes picking up glass. That's all glass from down in that area that we were just in by the confluence area. We had gone that way. So basically it would have been like under Confluence Trail area. But anyway, that was kind of a quick little tour of the confluence area, some of the trails we hadn't done. Part of Bridgeview Trail, we didn't go all the way to the top of the bridge, but we got to the base of the bridge, which was kind of what I was planning anyway. And then down to the confluence on that side, down to the confluence on this side, under the Confluence Trail, picking up glass, trash. People, don't break bottles. Don't take glass out into the rivers and the streams and the lakes and this. Just don't do it. It's too dangerous for everybody because dogs, cats, animals, wild kids that are running around down there barefoot, they're going to slice their feet open on this stuff. It's just wicked. Or better yet, take a bag, and when you go hiking, pick up trash. It'll help save the lives of lots of animals, not to mention feet of dogs and you and your kids. So I think it's time for food. I think I need to get something to eat because I'm pretty hungry. I'm not sure what we're going to do now, but for the moment, that's about all I have. So thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you later.